Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. The MI-24P is on the horizon in DCS world. The Cyprus Island may join it and be available in the next Openbeta patch. The F16 Viper is getting more love with more hands working on it. And the Supercarrier crew just got a good workout as they get more animated. This and more on How I Play. Hello virtual pilots, I am Andre Celesti and today, 16th of June, the Hind is landing. I repeat, the Hind is landing. Well, it may happen that it already landed since we posted this video. Well, at least it seems that way. Not a fan of speculation, but as I'm working on my script for this week, we got 7 hours until the release according to Steam Store. But it may happen that in 7 hours the date will change for the release. Hold on, didn't you see the cover for DCS World has changed on Facebook? Okay, it must be a sign, so we wait. We were anticipating this release for some time now. We covered the Hind in every On The Spot News episode, and we all watched the tutorials posted by Matt Wagner on YouTube. Once the Hind is released, we are going to try everything. So stay tuned, cause How I Play Studio is about to work 24 hours to deliver special content with the Hind released. Now the next Openbeta patch, which is scheduled for today, has the potential to include more than the MI-24P. Yes, you heard me right. We may get the Cyprus Island as well. The expansion for the Syria map that we covered in a previous video here on the channel. Today may be the day. But this is not all. Listen, if we get more than this, our minds will be blown away. But we need to stay calm. Mariana's Islands, anyone? I don't think so. For now, let's move on with the show. And it's a short one today. We start with the F16 Viper. The successful single-engine, all-weather multi-role fighter aircraft with over 4,600 being built since production was approved in 1976. The key features of the Viper include a frameless bubble canopy for better visibility, side-mounted control stick to ease control while maneuvering, an ejection seat reclined 30 degrees from vertical to reduce the effect of G-forces on the pilot, and the first use of a relaxed static stability, fly-by-wire flight control system that helps to make it an agile aircraft. Its official name is Fighting Falcon, but Viper is commonly used by its pilots and crews, due to the perceived resemblance to a viper snake, as well as the colonial Viper starfighter on Battlestar Galactica, which aired at the same time the F-16 entered service. Now most of us remember the bumpy release into early access of the F-16. I was performing in Naha, Okinawa, in Japan, on board a cruise ship and I needed good internet in order to download the Openbeta update. Lucky for me, Japan has good internet available almost everywhere, so I managed to get it the same day. And I remember trying the F-16 between the shows. Then I understood it may take a bit of time until the Viper can impress. The rest is history. Now, in the next Openbeta, that could already be launched, we will receive the mighty GBU-31 and GBU-38 JDAMs for the Viper. The outstanding fire and forget bombs that can employ even when the target is masked by weather. And as we speak, work is being done on fixing bugs related to the air-to-air radar and navigation systems. Enhancements are also being made to the flight model in regards to the available G and angle of attack modeling. Once every critical issue is getting addressed, the focus for the Viper will be on completing important air-to-air radar functions like the DTT SAM mode, bullseye, intercept steering queue, ACM slew, and more. Also getting integrated are the helmet mounted queuing system with the harm targeting system, Link 16, air-to-ground mode, and IFF. And that's all together with the AGM 154 JSOW and the ALQ 131 and the 184 electronic countermeasure pods, which are next in line to be added. Now, as the F18 Hornet is just about to hit the mark and be released out of early access and finally be a feature-complete module, with the ACLS and approach mode for ATC, altogether with more tweaks and bug fixing, a lot of program resources have been shifted to the Viper. This is happening in order to speed up development and improve the general state of the module prior to adding more features in the future. So this is good news for our F-16 pilots that have waited for this a long time. Moving on, the DCS Supercarrier has received a number of notable updates to the deck crew that includes improved meshes and geometry tweaks. And it starts like this. The Plane Director module has been edited to include skinning and geometric corrections, with improved mesh and skins for the hands and gloves plus a new and correct skeleton. The Sailor Head model has been replaced with a much more realistic one. The Airboss model gets new hands and loses the beer belly. What? Say what? Really? Okay. So to make it short, more detail for all modules and better animations with more natural movements. Now it has been quite some time since I've been on the deck of the Supercarrier. I should practice my landings here more often. And speaking of practice, you may want to check Cruiser's Hornet Flight Manual Kneeboard. He made a useful checklist based on the NATO's manual for the Hornet. I started to use it recently in the sim. It contains a lot of information with step-by-step checklists, created with a nice template that is not heavy on your eyes, especially in VR. It comes in two variants, a PFD version and a kneeboard one. For installation tips, feel free to contact us on our Discord. We are always happy to help. If you are looking to practice your procedures in the Hornet, this is a great kneeboard to have. And feel free to check it out. I linked it in the video description. Now in other news, the Air-27 family of missiles got a correction of zero lift drag and missile ballistic refinement. The skies just got more dangerous. And some news from the real-world aviation. The Navy's tanker drone makes history by refueling a manned aircraft for the first time. You guys may have heard about this. The Boeing demonstrator for the MQ-25 Stingray program successfully passed fuel to an F-18 Super Hornet jet. Boeing's MQ-25 Stingray test asset, known as T-1, has conducted the first successful aerial refueling of a manned receiver aircraft by an unmanned tanker. This is a very important achievement as the US Navy looks forward to adding the MQ-25 to its carrier air wings in the future. And that's impressive, knowing how hard it is to do air-to-air refueling. What do you think? We basically do this every time with the AI tankers. Now, it's in the real world. Who knows? Some of us may be hired very soon to fly the unmanned drones, and one day it will be you who says, "Clear for contact." And that's it. Did you guys try the free-to-play? Which modules are you trying out for the first time? Hope everyone is having a good time in 2.7, and for the ones that look forward for the next Openbeta patch, fingers crossed. Stay tuned for the Hind and have a great week in the real world and the virtual skies. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time. Crocodile!